June 6, 2013, a man named Edward Snowden leaked classified documents to the media. He had worked for the National Security Agency for over 9 years, accessing thousands of files detailing mass surveillance programs. Born in 1983, Snowden was a typical American kid until he enlisted in the Army Reserve at 22. After leaving the military due to injury, he joined the CIA, attending every classified briefing for over 2 decades. A detailed log showed Snowden copied 1.7 million classified documents before fleeing to Hong Kong, exposing vast government spying operations. The revelations sparked worldwide controversy and debate on privacy rights. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 1948, a top-secret intelligence hub born, the Government Communications Headquarters, shrouded in secrecy even today. Nestled in Cheltenham, this agency would become an instrumental player in Britain's Cold War battles. One agent, codenamed Bernard, worked tirelessly for 22 years, attending every classified briefing. His dedication was unmatched. In 1978, Operation Shambles began, intercepting communications from the Soviet Union. A specific detail, Gchq used a dummy radio tower in Cornwall to relay information back to Britain without detection. But Bernard had a secret. He was working for Moscow too. In 1985, he defected, revealing classified details to his Soviet handlers. The British government was left reeling. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 2016, at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, a mysterious sound struck CIA officer Amanda. A pulsating noise that left her disoriented and confused. For 2 years, dozens of diplomats experienced similar attacks. Headaches, dizziness, cognitive issues, symptoms never before seen. The source? A microwave weapon generating an audio psychoacoustic assault. A weapon capable of manipulating sound waves to cause harm. In a chilling detail, victims reported hearing whispers in their ears, voices speaking in code, right before the attacks. The CIA was baffled. Unable to identify the perpetrator or stop the attacks, the embassy closed its doors in 2017. Amanda, once a dedicated officer, now struggles with long-term health effects. Her career, her life irrevocably changed. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. (1967), in the heart of Cold War America. James Angleton, CIA's counterintelligence chief, launched Operation Chaos. Angleton, a man with a photographic memory, attended every classified briefing for 22 years. His mission? Uncover Soviet agents infiltrating U.S. institutions. But it went too far. Operation Chaos expanded beyond spies to activists, artists, and even prominent politicians. Over 300,000 Americans were secretly monitored. One chilling detail, the CIA compiled a file on Martin Luther King Jr., linking him to the Soviet Union. The consequences were dire. Trust eroded between Americans and their own government. Today, the fallout from Operation Chaos serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and surveillance. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. (1967), CIA created Operation Chaos. For a decade, they secretly monitored thousands of American dissidents, including activists and journalists. James Jesus Angleton, chief of counterintelligence, personally oversaw the operation. He attended every classified briefing for 22 years, undetected. In one chilling detail, Operation Chaos even targeted Martin Luther King Jr., labeling him a possible Soviet agent. The FBI shared this information with J. Edgar Hoover. The consequences were dire. King's phone was tapped, his personal life invaded, and his reputation smeared. This is just one of the countless examples of how Operation Chaos violated the rights of American citizens. Stay tuned for more on Classified Syndicate. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 1975, 6 South American dictators formed a terror network known as Operation Condor. A clandestine collaboration, backed by the CIA, aimed to eliminate political dissidents across the continent. Argentina's intelligence chief, General Jorge Rafael Videla, took charge. Under his command, thousands were kidnapped, tortured, and killed, their bodies disappearing without a trace. In Chile, Augusto Pinochet oversaw the arrest of Orlando Letelier, a former minister under President Salvador Allende. In 1976, Letelier was assassinated in Washington, D.C., a car bomb detonating outside his office on Sheridan Circle, killing one bystander and leaving another critically injured. The network operated with chilling efficiency. A single telex system linked intelligence agencies across South America, facilitating the sharing of information and resources. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 2014, China's Operation Fox Hunt snatched a billionaire from Germany's streets, igniting an international firestorm. For years, Beijing sent agents abroad, targeting dissidents and fugitives. Over 7,000 were seized in this covert program. One target was Wang Lijun, a high-ranking official turned critic. In 2012, he sought asylum at the U.S. consulate in Chengdu, revealing China's secret detention centers known as black jails. Wang's dramatic move sparked nationwide protests, further fueling China's crackdown on dissidents. In 2015, a Chinese diplomat was expelled from Spain for attempting to abduct a prominent dissident. This incident exposed Operation Fox Hunt to the world, provoking outrage and international condemnation. Yet, the program continued, with China's President Xi Jinping personally overseeing its operations. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 2011, a Navy SEAL team stormed Osama bin Laden's compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. But how did they find him? For nearly a decade, the CIA's Alex Station track leads pieced together intelligence and narrowed their search to a man named Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. Al-Kuwaiti was bin Laden's trusted courier, known only as the Proud Taliban. In 2010, a female operative posing as a doctor infiltrated a hospital near bin Laden's compound, gathering evidence on the Proud Taliban. The CIA discovered his real name, Abdullah Adil. The breakthrough came from a Pakistani informant, codenamed Harvard. Harvard told the CIA that Adil lived with his family in Abbottabad. They had a satellite dish aimed at the U.S. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. (1945), in the heart of a shattered Germany. Thousands of Nazi scientists, including Werner von Braun, were targeted. America wanted them, not for war crimes, but for their minds. Operation Paperclip was born. Von Braun, the architect of the deadly V-2 rocket, was offered immunity and a new life in America. He accepted, setting foot on American soil in 1945. In exchange for their expertise, these scientists were spared prosecution. They brought with them secrets that accelerated the space race by decades. Consider this: in 1969, the year of Apollo 11's moon landing, von Braun stood on live TV, saluting the American flag he once swore allegiance to the Third Reich. But the story doesn't end there. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 1961, a U.S. invasion force numbering 1,400 Cuban exiles landed at the Bay of Pigs. CIA Director Allen Dulles orchestrated the operation, aiming to overthrow Fidel Castro. But the invaders were no match for Castro's forces. After 3 days, they surrendered. In a desperate bid for help, one U.S. pilot radioed President Kennedy, pleading for air support. Kennedy refused. The invasion was doomed. The defeat marked a turning point in the Cold War. The CIA had botched an operation on American soil, embarrassing the United States globally. One chilling detail: the CIA provided the invaders with fake maps, misleading them about Castro's military presence. With the invasion crushed, Kennedy was left to face Congress and admit the failure. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. 1964, in the heart of Vietnam War, Air America flew a ton of heroin from Southeast Asia to the U.S. An airline owned by the CIA, it was designed for covert operations but diverted cargo planes to smuggle drugs. Under the guise of humanitarian aid and transportation of goods, pilots like Terry Mills carried 60 kilograms of heroin in a single flight. The profits, funneled back to the CIA, fueled the war effort. In one unbelievable instance, a plane was tracked by the authorities with $2 million worth of heroin concealed in aid supplies. But the pilot, under orders, crashed the plane into the Pacific Ocean rather than risk exposure. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. (1980), Christopher Boyce, a 21-year-old Lockheed employee, decodes classified documents meant for the National Security Agency. Boyce, driven by financial woes and disillusionment, starts selling secrets to the Soviet Union. His partner in crime? Edward Lee Howard, a former CIA case officer. Together, they sold millions of dollars worth of classified information. Boyce's betrayal lasted 4 years, supplying details about U-2 spy planes and Arctic listening stations. A specific detail: Boyce used a hidden compartment in his typewriter to encode messages for the KGB. Their spree ended when Howard defected to Moscow in 1985, leaving Boyce behind. In 1987, Boyce was sentenced to 40 years in prison but released after 14 years. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 2007, a secret meeting. General Soleimani, head of Iran's elite Quds force. He plotted to bomb a U.S. base in Iraq, killing hundreds. In the shadows, Israel's Mossad and America's CIA raced to thwart the attack. The intelligence battle was fierce, codenames zigzagging like a chess match. One detail chilling: Soleimani personally oversaw every operation, his fingerprints on every file. The bomb was dismantled, but the Quds force lived on, destabilizing the Middle East, fueling conflicts, and threatening global security. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books. In 2010, a motorcade roared through Moscow streets, leading to the Kremlin. Unseen amidst the thunder was Vladimir Putin's secret spy network, the Night Wolves. For over 2 decades, their leader, Alexander Zaldostanov, rode alongside Putin, bonding over Harley-Davidson motorcycles and Russian nationalism. A former KGB agent, Zaldostanov transformed the Night Wolves into Putin's personal intelligence unit, a clandestine force sworn to protect Russia at any cost. Their tactics were as ruthless as their bikes. During the 2014 Crimea annexation, they infiltrated Ukrainian territory, gathering intel and intimidating dissidents. One chilling detail: the Night Wolves patch bears a striking resemblance to the KGB's insignia, a symbol of their roots and unwavering loyalty. Follow Classified Syndicate for more. Check bio for recommended spy and intelligence books.